How far would someone go to stay young, flawless, and adored? In Hollywood, the pursuit of perfection has claimed the beauty, confidence, and even the identity of some of the world's most iconic stars. Behind the glitz, red carpets, and glossy magazine covers lies a harsh reality. Cosmetic procedures are not always harmless, and fame can amplify the consequences of a single decision. Today, we explore the lives of celebrities who went under the knife or tried the latest cosmetic treatments and ended up regretting it. From supermodels to country music legends, from Hollywood TV stars to royalty, these are the stories of how chasing eternal youth sometimes destroys it. Linda Evangelista, the supermodel who vanished. Linda Evangelista wasn't just a supermodel in the 1990s. She was the supermodel. With more than 700 magazine covers, she defined an era of elegance, power, and high-fashion allure. Her face represented perfection itself, and she could command a fee of $10,000 a day simply for showing up. But in 2015, Linda made a decision that would dramatically change her life. She opted for cool sculpting, a non-invasive fat-freezing procedure, which promised to remove stubborn fat without surgery or downtime. At the time, it was considered safe, and many celebrities endorsed it. For Linda, the treatment turned into a nightmare. After 7 sessions, instead of reducing fat, the treated areas, her chin, thighs, and chest, began to harden and enlarge. Doctors diagnosed her with paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, a rare side effect affecting less than 1% of patients. The physical effects were devastating, but the emotional toll was even greater. 2 liposuction surgeries in 2016 and 2017 failed to fully restore her appearance. Once a model whose very presence commanded attention, Linda retreated from the spotlight, describing herself as brutally disfigured. She avoided cameras, fashion shows, and even close friends for years. Today, Linda has returned to modeling with courage and honesty. She openly discusses her experience to raise awareness about the risks of cosmetic procedures and the importance of self-acceptance. From the epitome of perfection, she has become a symbol of resilience and survival. Kenny Rogers. The cost of fighting time. Kenny Rogers, with his warm voice and storytelling charm, became a beloved figure in American music. Hits like The Gambler and Islands in the Stream made him an icon, and his rugged, expressive face reflected authenticity and experience. Yet in the 1990s, under the pressures of aging in front of cameras and stage lights, Rogers turned to cosmetic surgery. He began with a facelift, followed by eyelid surgery, in an effort to maintain a youthful appearance. The results, however, were shocking. His once rugged face became unnaturally tight, brows arched unnaturally, and a constant look of surprise replaced his familiar expression. Fans and critics were quick to notice. Rogers himself later admitted to regret, "I wish I hadn't done it. I just wanted to look a little younger, but I lost my natural masculinity." Despite the emotional toll, Rogers' music remained untouched. Until his passing in 2020 at age 81, he continued performing, recording, and connecting with fans, proving that talent and character outlast appearance. His story stands as a reminder that time is relentless, and even fame cannot escape its reach. Lisa Rinna, the lip filler journey. Before becoming a TV personality, Lisa Rinna sought to enhance her appearance with cosmetic procedures. At just 20, she received permanent silicone lip injections, hoping for a signature Hollywood look. Initially, the results were striking, and her full lips became her trademark, appearing on red carpets and television. Over the decades, however, the silicone hardened, forming painful lumps and uneven shapes. In 2010, after nearly 25 years, Lisa underwent surgery to remove the scarred tissue. Though the procedure relieved discomfort, it could not restore the natural form of her lips completely. She continued experimenting with Botox, fillers, and breast enhancements, gradually tightening her face and reducing the natural expressiveness that had made her appealing. By 2024, she publicly acknowledged that some procedures were unnecessary. "Some of those fillers weren't for me. I had to dissolve them. Today, Lisa Rinna continues to embrace authenticity, serving as a cautionary tale about the extreme pressures Hollywood places on beauty and the fine line between enhancement and self-destruction. Joan Van Ark, Knots Landing's timeless face. Altered. Joan Van Ark, beloved for her role as Valine Ewing on Knots Landing, exemplified 1970s and 80s television glamour. Gentle eyes, radiant smile, angelic features, she represented classic Hollywood beauty. In the early 1990s, Joan underwent her first rhinoplasty. What started as a subtle adjustment evolved into repeated cosmetic procedures, facelifts, eyelid surgeries, Botox, and chemical peels. While each intervention promised rejuvenation, the cumulative effect was stark. By the 2000s, her skin appeared tight, eyes hollow, and expressions frozen. HD cameras exposed every trace of intervention, while tabloids questioned what happened to Joan Van Ark. Though she denied going too far, her story illustrates a truth many celebrities face. Repeated procedures can erase the very qualities that made one captivating. Today, Joan keeps a lower profile but remains proud of her legacy. Her journey reminds audiences that the battle against time is unwinnable, and sometimes the most beautiful choice is to age gracefully. Cayetana Fitzjames Stewart y de Silva, Aristocracy and Alteration. Cayetana Fitzjames Stewart, the 18th Duchess of Alba, was Europe's most titled woman, holding more than 40 noble titles. She enjoyed wealth, power, and influence, yet even she could not escape the pressures of aging. During the 1980 Porichtes, as her aristocratic charm drew attention, Cayetana began cosmetic procedures, nose jobs, facelifts, lip fillers, and Botox. Over time, her refined features became taut, shiny, and uneven. Complicating matters, she was diagnosed with Melkerson-Rosenthal syndrome, a rare disorder causing facial swelling, prompting even more surgeries to correct her appearance. In 2011, at 85, she married a man 24 years her junior, making international headlines, not for romance but for her dramatically altered visage. She passed away in 2014, leaving behind estates and palaces. Yet her life serves as a stark reminder that privilege cannot purchase youth, time, or comfort with one's own reflection. LaToya Jackson, chasing perfection in the shadow of a legend. Growing up as Michael Jackson's sister, LaToya Jackson lived with constant scrutiny. By the 1980s, she pursued her own career in music and modeling, but insecurities and comparisons drove her toward cosmetic procedures. LaToya's first rhinoplasty in the late 1980s marked the start of a lifelong journey of surgical enhancements. Nose jobs, facelifts, cheek implants, chin surgeries, and lip fillers gradually altered her face. Over time, her skin tightened, her smile stiffened, and her once soft features became rigid. Tabloids called her the broken porcelain doll. Her transformations paralleled Michael's, illustrating the dangers of Hollywood's obsession with image and perfection. Today, LaToya lives a quieter life, occasionally appearing in media while supporting projects honoring her family's legacy. Her story reflects the Jackson family's paradox: unparalleled fame, yet a lifelong struggle for self-acceptance. Goldie Hawn, the subtle slippage of time. Goldie Hawn, botched, known for her joy, laughter, and spontaneity, dominated American cinema for over 5 decades. Her blue eyes, effortless charm, and infectious personality required no enhancement. Yet even she faced the pressures of Hollywood aging. In the early 2000s, she opted for minor cosmetic interventions, Botox, cheek fillers, minor facelifts. Over time, repeated procedures subtly altered her expressions, replacing spontaneity with stiffness. By the 2014 Academy Awards, cameras captured a face that seemed almost frozen, tight, and puffy. Goldie's transformation serves as a cautionary tale. While procedures temporarily mask age, they risk diminishing the qualities that make one memorable. Today, she enjoys a quieter life with partner Kurt Russell and children like Kate Hudson, focusing on family and philanthropy, while her laughter remains timeless. The bigger picture: Hollywood's pursuit of perfection. Across decades and industries, the stories of Linda Evangelista, Kenny Rogers, Lisa Rinna, Joan Van Ark, Cayetana Fitz-James Stewart, LaToya Jackson, and Goldie Hawn reveal a consistent pattern. The pursuit of eternal youth often comes with steep costs. High-definition cameras, social media scrutiny, and the relentless Hollywood spotlight amplify insecurities. Celebrities, regardless of status or fortune, face pressure to maintain a flawless exterior, sometimes at the expense of natural beauty, personal confidence, and emotional well-being. Medical advancements promise youth and perfection, but they are not without risk. Rare side effects like paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, complications from multiple surgeries, and cumulative unnatural changes demonstrate that even the wealthiest and most famous cannot fully control the passage of time. Yet these stories are not solely cautionary. They also highlight resilience, self-reflection, and eventual acceptance. Stars like Linda Evangelista have returned to the public eye to advocate for self-acceptance and caution, while others have embraced aging gracefully, redefining beauty on their own terms. Hollywood's obsession with youth and perfection continues, but the experiences of these stars reveal a timeless truth. The most enduring beauty comes from authenticity, resilience, and the courage to accept oneself. Cosmetic procedures can enhance, but they cannot replace the natural qualities that make a person unforgettable. From supermodels to country legends, TV icons to aristocrats, these stories remind us that chasing perfection can cost more than appearances. It can cost identity, confidence, and peace of mind. True glamour, it seems, may lie not in resisting time, but in embracing it. Thank you for watching. If you found this deep dive into Hollywood's cosmetic history insightful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about vintage Hollywood, timeless stars, and the real truths behind the glitz and glamour.